Hello there, I am Tigust Uzaryun. This is my channel. Try to support and motivate me by subscribing my channel. I'll continue the application of big data. Below are some examples of sectors in which big data can contribute by generating value. It's possible to use big data in all sectors. Think about the computers, today's computers. It's not there is no area in which computers are embedded. We use for a variety of purposes because of their flexibility characteristics. Here we use also the application of big data. It's possible to use like that of computers. We use the big data can be used in everywhere. Big data can found in every sectors. It's possible to use in health centers also. Is application of big data. The first is healthcare. In the healthcare industry, big data has already begun to make a significant impact. Healthcare analytics use big data to inform health prevention, intervention, and management using a variety of data analytics technology and approaches. Here, it's possible to use store data using computers. The first use of computer is to store data. The store data in health sector is about patient history data. Mostly the data found in big servers like in healthcare is patient history data. The patient history data helps us by making more investigation or by studying this experience data. It's possible to prevent any diseases. It's possible to prevent cancers and other related diseases. Using the big data, it's possible to prevent other type of diseases by further studying on the stored data like patient history data. Patient medical and hospital records, medical examinations, and information acquired by healthcare testing machines are all examples of big data. Sources in healthcare. Apart from that, big data and for fitness. Think about the today's generation. We are in advanced technology. It's possible to make variety of treatments found in our locations. Being at any time zone, being at any place, it's possible to make a treatment. It's possible to contact healthcare caregivers. The patient can contact with the caregivers by using the technology. Using home-based medicine, medicals, and technology like computer with webcam and full of internet access, it's possible to get a doctor without going to physically a clinic or a hospital. Thanks to the technology, it's possible. We may have a big data. We have a technology that it's possible to also use big data in healthcare. What about our sector education? What is of data? What type of data is found in this sector? You have to think. Big data can also be utilized to improve education by providing students with a balanced learning plan. Possible to store student-based data. It's possible to store educational-based lessons in variety of forms, in video, audio, it's an interactive form that it's possible to learn also being at our location without going to a university or college or school physically. Possible to contact or get a knowledge-based databases because of big data. Thanks to the big data, it's possible to make or to train ourselves using a data. Think about today's chatbot or other related technologies. Thanks to the technology, we may not lose any information. We may not be sad on the data that is found in big servers because we will satisfy on any issue. Because of the big data, we can get any based issue data. We can train ourselves. What about blended learning? Blended learning, when you say blended learning, students may also be offered blended learning using the big data. When you say blended learning, it is half by face-to-face and half by online. How can learn online? By using big data, it's possible to get a knowledge-based database, and we can learn in interactive way, in video, audio, picture, in chart form, in any ways. Thanks, which combines offline and online learning possibilities, it says, in the case of blended learning. Big data is being used by educational institution to evaluate applications and determine who will be a good fit for the institution and who will not. The big data that is stored in a big survey in educational institutions also to help us evaluate which is good and which is should be selected and or not. Based on the big data, we can filter. These are the assigned institutions selections create different learning possibilities. Big data can improve student experience, academic programming, more effective evidence-based decision making and strategy research. It's possible also to use in this sector. The other sector, banking. I have said you before, it's possible to use big data like that of using a digital computer. We can use the big data in all sectors. There is no area in which big data is found. Big data solution can detect these fraudulent behaviors in real time, such as the credit debit card usage. How can we use ATM cards? By using ATM card with PIN number, we can withdraw money. Thanks to the technology, there is a data found in big servers of banks that it's possible to withdraw money. There is a big data found in bank sectors also. It helps to do a variety of purposes. It produces a variety of websites. It produces a variety of softwares that help us in this sector also. For instance, nowadays people provide commands on a financial institution work by phone or website and they share their through on social medias. They can work by phone or websites. By using website or by using their phones, they can get access from the banks because of the big data. The other is agriculture. Smart farming and precision agriculture practice help farmers to save costs and open new business opportunities. It's possible to use also the big data in agriculture to make smart farming and precision agriculture. The stored data helps us to predict also. Mostly when we think about the satellite technologies can take image data represented in image and is the stored image can help us to make a prediction which of seasons can have a rain and we can take care on these seasons, which of the soil type can need a fertilizer or not. Based on the stored data we can study and we can make investigate I mean by making investigation we can predict, we can plan our tasks on this sector also in agriculture sectors also. Big data helps the stored big data helps us also by making further investigation which of the soils or which of the crops need water and which of the crop type is appropriate on which of soils. Based on the soil, we choose our crops. How? By using the big data, using the experienced stored data, we can make investigation and study, and we can improve our crop profitable maximizations, or we can crop to grow for maximization profit. And next is manufacturing. It's possible to use also big data in manufacturing sectors. In manufacturing, for instance, in car factories, the robots can assemble, test, and produce cars in car factory. How the robots can work? The robots by themselves are produced by using big data. Again, the robots can collaborate with computers found in this area by using big data. They can communicate and they can help humans in car production, in the production of also computers in computer companies. There is a big data that helps to produce variety of products. And in case of retail, big data has changed the way traditional retail industry works. Over the years, retailers have collected vast amount of data from local demographic surveys. For instance, any retailers can bring and any products for their customers